Hello students, welcome to the lecture number 2 of marketing, principles of marketing. In first lecture, we have talked about different definitions and concepts of marketing. Today, we are going to explain a very famous concept of marketing. The name of that concept is marketing mix or 4 P's. It has got two names. Number one, marketing mix. Number second, 4 P's. Why we are calling it 4 P's? Because they are four. Number one, product. Number second, price. Number third, place. Number fourth, promotion. They are four. That's why we are calling it 4. And every one of these 4 is starting by a letter P. Product starting from P, price is starting from P, place is starting from P, and promotion is starting from P. So there are 4 and every one of them is starting from P. That's why we are calling it 4 P's. This is the most famous topic of principles of marketing or marketing management, whatever subject of marketing is. But this is the most important and basic topic of marketing. 4 P's or marketing mix. We can say that the overall marketing is made of these 4 things or these 4 P's. Or we can say that this is the overall marketing. Whatever we are doing in marketing, whatever activity is performed related to marketing, we are performing that activity somewhere over here with the product or price or place or promotion. So product, price, place, promotion are called marketing mix or 4 P's. Now we are going to explain them one by one. Number one is product. In general English, we are calling a product as a tangible item that we can touch or we can see. Like this marker is a product, my laptop is a product, my mobile is a product, this is a product. But in marketing, this terminology is used very vastly. Not only tangible items are product, but intangible items are also product here. So, what is the definition of product? I have written over here that anything that is offered to satisfy customer needs is called product. Anything which a company is offering to the market to satisfy customer needs and wants is called product. Anything. In this, it may be a good, tangible item is called a good. It may be a service, like I am providing you service. So now teaching you marketing is my product. Or Khanainur and Nukhbagan universities are offering you BBA. So BBA is their product. Service, it is a service. Service provided by university, service provided by a doctor, by an engineer, by a consultant, by your teacher, by professor. That is a product. So it may be good, it may be service, it may be an idea. You are going to an expert person, to an engineer, to a consultant. Actually, he is selling you idea, and that idea is also a product. Experience, you are purchasing the experience of the people. To the people who has got higher experience, you are paying them higher salary. This experience is his product. Then place. So many people are involved in this business. They are selling product in the shape of place, like property dealers or tourism places. They are very much famous throughout the world. Their name is sold in the world, like Switzerland, other places in countries to which people are going. It is also a product. Person, etc. Person, famous people I'm giving you one example so that this person is clear to you. Like you are giving thousands of dollars to an actor, actress, cricketer, football player so that he can come on television screen and endorse your product to the society. It means that person is being sold, his personality or his brand image is sold in the society. So this is called product. Anything that is offered to the people to satisfy their needs and wants is called product. Product may be good, product may be service, idea, experience, or product may be information. I have not written information over here. Information, like what? We are purchasing newspaper, we are purchasing magazine. Actually, we are purchasing information. So information is also a product. So we can say that anything that is sold in the market and that is required by the customer, we can call it a product. Product may be tangible, product may be intangible. This is first P of marketing mix. Now second P of marketing mix is price. You are very much familiar with the name price. Whenever you are going to a market, you are purchasing a mobile phone, you are purchasing a marker, you are purchasing your notebook, you are purchasing a pen. So you are paying money for that. The money which you are paying for that specific product which you are purchasing over there in a shop or in the market, that is called price. But this is general definition of price. So from marketing point of view, how we are defining price? Monetary value of something is called price. Monetary value. Value. Arzish. Monetary value of something. The value of something in money. When I was purchasing this marker, so I paid 10 rupees to the shopkeeper. 10 apes to the shopkeeper. So actually that 10 apes was the value of this marker in terms of money. So monetary value of something is called price, or the value of something in terms of money. Actually that 10 apes is its value, but in money form, in monetary form. So this is called price, or the amount which we are paying to obtain a specific product is called price. So now you see, for every product there is a price, for every service there is a price. So how companies are setting their prices? It's not like that they are making this marker and they are setting any price of it, whether higher, very higher, or lower, or very lower. No, it's not like that. Price is set by the organizations, by the companies, based on some strategies. Based on some strategies. So for pricing we have got two very famous strategies. Some other 2-3 are also there, which we will discuss in coming classes. Number one pricing strategy is penetration pricing strategy. Penetration pricing strategy. Number second is scheming pricing strategy. Penetration pricing strategy, price is set lower. What is meant by penetration pricing strategy? When the price for a product or service is set lower or very less, this strategy of pricing is called penetration pricing strategy. Now you should ask me a question, that why companies are using this strategy, that they are setting their prices lower. There are two reasons. Reason number one, that the product is new in the market. They are setting the price lower to attract more and more customers, or to increase the market share. Market share means the number of customers. That's why this price is set lower, or they are using penetration pricing strategy. Reason number second is that the product is of lower quality. That people will not purchase it on the higher price because of its lower quality. That's why they are setting their price lower. Next strategy is scamming, S-K-I-M-M-I-N-G, scamming pricing strategy. Price is set higher. What is meant by scamming pricing strategy? Scamming pricing strategy is a pricing strategy in which the price is set very higher. You see the price of iPhone, cell phone, the price of Samsung, they are set very higher. So it means that companies can use this strategy only when the product is having some innovation, some creativity, or when the product is of high quality. So that is called scamming pricing strategy. So price is set based on these two strategy. Number one, penetration pricing strategy. Number second, scamming pricing strategy. We talked about it. That in penetration pricing strategy, the price of the product is set lower. Either the product is new in the market or the product is of low quality. In scamming pricing strategy, the price is set very higher because the product is innovative. The product is having some innovation, some creativity, maybe its technology is very higher, some extra features are added to this product. So this is called scamming pricing strategy. This was second P of 4 P's. Number third P is place. Place. Number third P, place. Product, price, place. Generally place we are using for a place, a site, in area, that is called place. But in marketing it doesn't mean that concept. Place here means that how a company is making its product available for the customer in the market. How we are carrying our product to the market to make it available for our customer. This technique, this method, this way is called place. The way of distributing the product or service to make it available for the customers, for the consumers is called place. I have written two methods, two ways. Number one, distribution channel. Number second, sales force. Distribution channel. What is meant by distribution channel? Distribution channel means producer, wholesaler, retailer and consumer. Producer, Tawlis Kuninda, wholesaler, Umda Pirosh, retailer, Parchun Pirosh, consumer, Mushtari. So this product is carried from this producer to the wholesaler, from wholesaler to the retailer, and from the retailer to the consumer. This is called distribution channel. It is one method of distributing your product to the market or making your product available for your customer in the market. For general products, we are using this method. Or for, let's suppose, FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, fast moving consumer goods, FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, are those goods or products which we are using on daily basis, like vegetables, fruits, chocolates, milk. All these things are called fast moving consumer goods. So for fast moving consumer goods and general goods, we are using this distribution channel, which is called distribution channel. This is called distribution channel. Another is called sales force. Sales force, when your product is technical, more information is required or specific information is required to be delivered to the people, to the wholesaler or to the retailer or to the consumer, then you are hiring your own people. Like in medicine, it is called pharmacy. In pharmaceutical companies are having their own sales force or salesmen. So this is called place. Number third P. Number fourth P is promotion. Promotion. It's also a very broad terminology. Promoting the product through advertising, sale promotion, discounts, etc. This is called promotion. We are using different techniques to create demand for our product, to increase sale of our product, to attract more and more customers towards our product or service. That is called promotion. Three common methods are advertising, sale promotion, and discount, etc. Advertising, we are paying money. Advertising, what we are calling it, any paid form of communication through media, mass media, is called advertising. We are paying money to the media to send our message to the people, to the print media, newspaper, magazine, etc., billboard, etc., print media. It is called print media. Through electronic media, television and radio, or through social media, Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, WhatsApp, etc. To these people we are paying money to send our message to the society. That is called advertising. It is also promotion. Sale promotion. Next is sale promotion. What is meant by sale promotion? We are giving small gifts to the customers to attract more and more customers to our shop, to our products. Like we are giving them keychain. You are calling it Kiliband, keychain, or toys to the kids, or calendars, takvim, calendars, diaries, kitabcha, etc. to the customer to attract them or to promote our product in the society, because that product, that notebook, that diary, that calendar will be having our logo, will be having our logo, name, etc. So that is called sale promotion. Discount, we are also attracting customers. We are promoting our product through the discount. Discount means selling the product on less price than its original price. This is called discount. Like the price of this marker is 10 Fs. If I am selling it on 7 or 6, means lesser than its original price. This is called discount. So this was our second lecture of principles of marketing. See you in the next class. Be with me. Khuda Hafiz.